I'm exploring this AI tools since past few weeks, and I really enjoy it. So let me just take you through some of these common things which I use and which I find which are very useful. So today I'll talk about AI writer. So this is everything related to text. Okay, so you can see that there are things you can do about ads, advertisements, blogs, content in general, e-commerce, emails, frameworks, marketing, social media, video, websites. So something which would have clicked your this thing might have been frameworks because this was new to me as well. I've never seen this in any of the websites so far. So let me try it out. So in frameworks there are four: problem, agitate, solution, promise, picture, proof, push, before, after, bridge, and attention, interest, desire, action. So people who have studied this as part of their curriculum in their MBA or another advanced studies or in their graduation or school. Now one of the things that I am familiar is this AIDA model: attention, interest, desire, action. Basically, what this model says is that if you are a marketing personality and if you're trying to sell something, the buyer's mind will be such that at first he will look at a lot of options. He will try to understand what is there in the market. So, and then he will give attention to some of these particular products. So, if you're talking about chocolates, you have so many brands of chocolates. So, that very first layer is known as attention, and then he has to generate interest out of a 20 different chocolate brands. He will generate interest in a few of them. About 10 of them he will feel it is good. For him, some of them is not at all necessary. So it is only out of those interest things that he's going to buy things. Okay? So that is interest. And from within that interest also, there will be 3 to 4 things which he really desires. Because some of them will be very expensive, some of them will be, it is not relevant at that point of time. So that is desire. And out of that 3 or 4, the final one which he decides, that is the action. So that is a framework. So if we are talking about, let me show it to you in this thing. Like I'll tell you how and why if this is working or not. So let's say that you are the marketing manager and you have to create some material or some strategy for this. So you ask a lot of people and then they give you inputs and you write it out. So let's say you ask me about chocolates and then I say that I went to the shop and found so many chocolates. Attention fell on 3 of the brands, which are Curry and Nestle. There were some more. Okay. So this is what the customer tells you, and then he says that uh, So let's say this is what the customer says to you. Okay, and now as a marketing personality, you need to now categorize these sentences and make a strategy. So if you give it to say ChatGPT directly, it is not going to give it to you in an AIDA format. That much we know. It will give you a strategy. If you want, again compare. Create a. Let me just write that on. Let me do a comparison here. So if it was a generic sort of strategy builder, right? Log section is a generic thing. Yeah. So I'll. This is the first one which I have. This about interest as well, right? So I'll just copy this, whatever I have. Yeah. So this one, I'm assuming that it will give me an output which says that these sentences belong in attention. This will help you interest. Not just it should not only categorize them, but it should give me a sort of strategy, right? It should, in that framework, what I should do, sort of thing, right? So this is chocolate comparison one, and the other one is yeah, I can use it as a text, right? So can you, yeah, AI speech to text. So you have this regular thing, right, which you can do anything. So here it is a business related thing, so I'm saying it's a business thing. Help me make an AIDA framework for the below content, right? Hopefully it will ask me what the content is. Yeah, so it understands what AIDA is, right? AIDA. So this is desire and this is attention. So before I click on send, I'll just go here and I'll try it out. So this is chocolate comparison 1 and this is chocolate comparison 2, right? So yeah, okay, I don't have an option to name it here. I think they should have given it here actually. Anyhow, so I need the results in 400 words. Okay, number of results I just require 1. Okay, so let me see if this is working well. If this is good, that means that it will give it to me in a proper framework with AIDA, like with attention, these things, okay, as headings. So I click generate here. Okay, you must, okay, so maximum is 200, which I can do. So I click on generate here, and this also I click on send. Okay, yeah, we've got the result in the other one. So it is saying that, yeah, so this is attention, interest, desire, and action. So it was able to get this data from here. So in attention, it is saying, are you a chocolate lover looking for the perfect treat? Look no further. Our chocolate comparison reveals the top content as here. Hershey, Cadbury, and Nestle. Wow. From this particular line, it has found it out, and then it has found out interest with a focus on milk content. Cadbury and Hershey's stands out as the tastiest option. But if you're like me and have a deep love for Hershey's, your desire will undoubtedly lean towards this classic brand. And then in desire, it is saying that indulge in the rest, creamy goodness of Hershey's. So here in desire, it is talking only about Hershey's. It's not talking about the other two brands. And then action, it is saying ready to experience the pure chocolate. Take the next step and treat yourself to a Hershey's chocolate bar today. Don't miss out. Yeah, they have converted it properly. Okay, so this is what AIDA model can do, and on a generic basis, yeah, this much it was able to do. As I walked into the shop, my eyes were immediately with a wider ranging among them three. Okay, good. So both of them are good. So I liked it. Yeah. Now, so this is about AI writer. So both are good. Okay. Now, before that, let me just save this. Just whatever I actually have to submit this is part of my report. Okay. So I'm just putting it there. So that is AI writer. In AI writer, you have some more things like you can create titles, clickbait titles. So you provide a product description, it will give you a clickbait title. Okay. Add headlines, blog ideas, creative stories, summarizer. So the summarize is a good thing, and I think it's something which we normally do, right? So let me take something which I want to summarize, right? Difference. Okay, something which I really wanted to understand is how does the ship float on water? It's usually a big text, and I need something that will summarize this for me, right? Okay, this is already summarized one, so I cannot use that one. I'm looking for a good sample text which can be used for summarizing. Okay, so let me take another thing. History of Apple iPhone. Let me see how this data comes through. Yeah, this one is good, right? So from iPhone 6s onwards, let me try to get it. Okay, so I think there's no option to do that. So let me try to summarize it. Yeah. Okay, so the 6x, so the iPhone 6 had a stronger frame. Then it was talking about iPhone 7 had a larger camera. Then iPhone 10 introduced a new design with face recognition. iPhone 11 Pro had better cameras and longer battery. iPhone 12 had 5G connectivity and new MagSafe. 13 had larger cameras. 14 introduced satellite phones. 15 switched to USB-C. Wow, this is really good. So this huge text which we had has been highly summarized properly. Okay, so the actual length is 5,100. Okay, 5662 with all the brackets and everything. So that it has reduced to 147 words. This is amazing. Okay, so this is what summarizer means. Before that, let me save it. Yeah, don't save it as a new document because then there's no use. Yeah. you will not know what this document is about. Always save it with a proper name. And also remember that if you don't save it, that data is gone. You are not going to get it. Okay? So this is about the summarizer, terms and conditions. So you can create privacy policy basically. You can say that, this is the website which I have. And then you can give some hints about, this is how my privacy policy should look like. So let's say if you are the owner of the website Netflix, okay, and you want to create a privacy policy for Netflix, let's say. So this is what I need to specifically say. Standard. This is the additional thing which I want to add. So I'm just saying that this is what I want, and I'm asking to create. So this should create a privacy policy. You should not create some document, generic document. Okay? So it has created, right? It's a privacy policy for Netflix. Effective to the thank you for choosing Netflix as your preferred entertainment provider. We provide that. When you create account, we collect your name, email, everything. How we use, process payment, personalize your viewing experience. So they have created this. Good. I think they have probably used the original Netflix also as a reference. So if it was not Netflix, it was Disney Hotstar, which is slightly less popular compared to somebody like Netflix. Then let's see how they are able to do that. So this one is for Netflix. Yeah. The very same thing I'm trying to create it for Hotstar. Let me see if, because this was Netflix, it was easy for it, this AI to know, and I think it has used the Netflix privacy policy. It has summarized it. But for Hotstar, how does it work? Let me see. Okay, it has come underneath of this. Okay, yeah, privacy policy for this thing. Oh, it was able to detect that it was Hotstar, but it was not able to understood that it was a movie site. So it has just said the basic things. At Hotstar, we take this concept seriously. When you visit, email everything. Oh, movie watching is there. So because we store your movie watching history, it is saying that we also store your movie watching history to provide personal recommendation. Let's say you wanted to make it more specific. We also store your social security number. Just to understand if this model is understanding what I'm saying. I'm going to save it. Okay, and I'm going to create a new one. If this particular point is getting added, is what I'm checking. Okay. Values. Yeah, see, it is collecting. It is saying additionally, we store your movie watching history and your social security number for account verification purposes. So previously they were saying it was for personalized recommendations. Now it is for account verification. Privacy at hotstar.com. Even email it has found it out. So is this email actually there? Have they published it somewhere? Let me see. No, they have created it themselves. So this particular email is not there, but that is the most common email that you would use, right? Really good. I like this. These are really helpful things as an AI tool which you can do. Okay, because this saves you a lot of time. You will not miss out on many of the things. This is about summarize privacy policy, then product characteristics, write a full the Amazon product description. Okay, so let me try this Amazon product description. So in order to create that, let me go to some software which people use, or some FMCG item like of Excel, right? Features, not characteristics, features. So if somebody had to place this in Amazon, so you have to give comma separated things, right? Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's try Surf Excel, which is already there in Amazon. Yeah, and let's try to create a description out of it. Okay, so I'll just add very few things. Work in high water level. Okay. Dissolves completely. Advanced technology. Right amount of foam. Tough skin removal. So these are the characteristics. Okay. And I'm going to give it in comma separated values. Okay. And it has to create a description out of this. Yeah. So detergent is our detergent's name. It's a very catchy name. Okay. Let me see how it brings it out. Product description. Introducing new age detergent, the ultimate solution for tough skin removal. Our advanced technology ensures that even the most stubborn stains are dissolved. Unlike other, it is specially formulated to work effectively in high water levels, making it perfect. Right amount of foam you can trust. Say goodbye to rewashing multiple times. Has a job. Superior formula. Don't settle for subpar detergents. Amazing, right? What all it could create out of these few words. Out of 112 characters, this was able to create 151 words. Each word is about 5 characters. So 150 into 5 is around 750 characters. So from 7 times the character count. This is really good. Okay. So that is what this particular thing will do with an AI writer. So you have more options here. Now you can go through them one by one. I've not gone through all of them. Email, cold mails. Yeah, how can you write a? This is something which you normally use, right? Context to include. Okay, see, let me try it out. Let's say you are a B2B company which is selling a new software which does which is related to medical field. Okay, so context to include in the email is medical field. Okay, so this is about a medical thing. Company name is Legal Plus. That is the name of this thing. So describe legal plus application is a software that helps legal professionals excel. Then for 10,000 old legal documents and cases can filter perfect preferences, can predict correct judgments, can find logical errors in judgments, and can archive all documents. So this is what the software does. Okay. Now you're asking it to create a cold email. Nothing else. I just say what is there in my mind as a small 268 characters, and it says it has created a email. It is saying that subject is enhance your legal practice with legal plus application. Dear recipient, I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to introduce you to Legal Plus, a cutting-edge software designed to help legal professions excels with the ability to refer to 10,000 old legal documents and cases. Filter this thing. Okay. And Legal Plus is a game changer. In medical field, that precision. Okay, I got confused. I was going to write about legal field and I got confused. So in the medical field where precision matters, legal can streamline. I would love to schedule a demo. Thank you for considering. Best regards. So this is how it will create a cold mail. Okay. These are all day-to-day things which we normally use, and it is very helpful in these things. Yeah, this attention, interest, desire, action we have seen. Company press release, brand names, LinkedIn posts, social media, LinkedIn ads, Facebook ads, video titles, video scripts. Yeah, video scripts, you can create really awesome things. So if you're a person, be it a man or a woman who wants to create YouTube videos, this can really save you a lot of time. Because normally if you wanted to create a recipe, you will have to list down all your ingredients. You will have to find out at what time what is added, keeping the pan, all the quantity, etc. But here just write this thing. So what is the description? So create a video about making the food recipe omelette in 3 minutes or say 10 minutes. So this should ideally give you the omelette recipe as a video script format. Okay, let's see if it is able to do it. It is. So these are the narrators, right? So it is 247 versus that. Welcome to a cooking tutorial on how to make delicious omelette in 10 minutes. Number 1, to start, crack the 3 eggs into a bowl and whisk them until they are well combined. Number 2, heat a non-stick pan over medium and add a knob of butter. So you have not talked about egg, butter or anything. The system was able to find out. Next point is let the egg cook for 2 minutes or until they start to set it. Using spatula, gently push it towards the center. Add your favorite toppings. Cook another minute, and there you have it in 10 minutes. Thank you for watching. So because I wrote 10 minutes, it is 10 minutes. So you just have to read this basically, and you can create a video in no time. You don't have to spend time figuring it out. That is why I really like this software, and I thought I should make videos on this one. We have So this is about AI writer. Hope you found this video useful.